בנאום הפותח בתערוכת CES 2016 בלאס וגאס הפתיע מנכ"ל נטפליקס והודיע שישראל תהיה אחת מ-130 המדינות שתקבל את שירות נטפליקס החל מעכשיו.
I'm hopeful that you like the surprise and that you're excited about Netflix being available everywhere. We are very excited about it, but we also know that this is just the beginning of a longer journey.
We were happy and a bit surprised to see that Israel is included in the 130 countries, but why now?
So over time we have been buying more and more global rights to titles in anticipation of making Netflix available almost everywhere around the world. So now we felt like we have accumulated enough programming that we can offer to new Netflix subscribers in these 130 new countries, including Israel, around the world that Netflix is now available in. So that's really the secret to the reason why we could now turn on Netflix everywhere, is having enough programming, enough titles to offer people around the world.
So what sort of content do we expect to see in Israel?
We're building towards, or we're on a path towards having really a global Netflix service where you can see the same things on Netflix everywhere, right? We're coming from a place that is very much based on traditional television licensing and film licensing, where a right is sold country by country or region by region, and that's why television networks are different from one country to another, and that's also why a service like Netflix is different from one country to another. We are building towards a global catalog where all the programming that you can see on Netflix is the same regardless of whether you are in the US or in Israel or in the Netherlands. That's going to take a while, but what you should expect for sure is that all Netflix original programming, so titles that we are creating exclusively for Netflix. So if you look around the room that I'm in, there are many of those titles like Sense8, like Marco Polo, like Jessica Jones, like Daredevil, like Chef's Table, original feature films that we've just started with, Beasts of No Nation, The Ridiculous Six, more of those titles coming next year, more than 10 Netflix features coming out. They'll all be coming out in Israel at the same time as they're coming out in the US, as in the Netherlands, as in Argentina. So when your friends start talking about them on social media, you can enjoy them at exactly the same time. And that's really what this is all about, creating an internet television network or a television network that works in today's internet age, where people want to have access at the same time as everywhere else, where people want to be able to control their television experience, that they can decide what they want to watch, when they want to watch it, how much of it they'd like to watch. And that's not what traditional television has offered. You have to tune in at a particular time on a particular day to watch one episode of a particular show, and then you've got to wait a week, right? That doesn't work in today's world of on-demand. People want to be in control of their television experience, and that's what the internet gives you, and that's what Netflix takes advantage of the internet to give you.
Let's talk about localization. Do we expect to see subtitles or dubbing content in Israel?
So today we've launched largely in English in most of these countries that we have added. We've added a few languages, 4 exactly. We've added South Korean, we've added simplified and traditional Chinese, and we added Arabic. We didn't add Russian or Polish or Hebrew yet, I would say. Right now we're mostly available in English around the world, and we actually find that the people that subscribe to Netflix first, like the early adopters, are more interested in the original language and like watching things in the original language in English, even with English subtitles if it's in English, because that's how they prefer, right? Or like Narcos, yeah, indeed. So that doesn't mean that we won't, add more language assets or local payment methods, etc. So it's a baby steps, right? We just made Netflix available. It's largely available in English. Starting today, we'll start to learn what people that sign up for Netflix in Israel really enjoy, what they enjoy watching, also what the reasons are that maybe they cancel, and we learn more about the market opportunity as well. And based on that, we might well add Hebrew as a language option down the road. I can't make any promises, but I would certainly say that's a possibility.
Are there any plans for local content?
Our mission is really to bring great storytelling from around the world to the world. So if we can identify a great storyteller in Israel, or if there's somebody with a great idea for a great program, a great film, a great documentary, that would be something that resonates in other parts of the world too. It doesn't have to be a mass audience production by no means, right? We actually have a broad variety of programs that appeals to small groups of people, but around the world. We would definitely be interested in that. And we are doing programs around the world today. We have a show that's finishing production in France called Marseille. We are starting we're in the middle of a big production in the UK called The Crown. We are in the production in Brazil on a show called The 3%. We finished and have on Netflix also in Israel a show created in Mexico called Club de Cuervos. So we're doing more and more of that. It's available for free for the first month, and also to realize that what's on Netflix today, there's going to be much more tomorrow, next week, week after. We continuously add new programs on Netflix. So you should expect like a new season or a new series every other week to appear on Netflix, also in Israel. And we just hope that folks enjoy it.
It was nice talking to you, Yoris. Thank you very much and good luck. אז נטפליקס הגיע לישראל, אבל האם זה אומר שאני יכול כבר מעכשיו להתנתק משירות הכבלים או הלוויין שלי? ממש ממש לא. אז בואו ננמיך ציפיות. השירות הזה אומנם נחמד, וטוב שהוא הגיע לארץ, אבל עדיין הוא לא מחליף את מה שיש לכם בבית. אין כאן צפייה בתכנים חיים, ערוץ 10, ערוץ 2, ערוץ 1 למשל. אין כאן צפייה בעברית, אין כאן תכנים ישראלים, אין כאן אפילו כתוביות בעברית, אין כאן תכני ספורט או אין כאן את ערוצי הנישות שלכם, כמו National Geographic למי שצופה. יש כאן תכני מקור של נטפליקס בעצמם, אבל גם את הסרטים הכי חדשים שיוצאים, הם יוצאים קודם כל בערוצי הכבלים או הלוויין, ואחר כך הם יוצאים לנטפליקס. אז נכון, טוב שנטפליקס הגיע, יש לנו עוד פתרון שאנחנו יכולים להשתמש בו, אבל הוא כרגע לא מחליף את מה שיש לכם בבית.